Take a nap, sipping on my cup, slide in the traffic, riding in traffic, waiting on the traffic.
What's that word, YouTube? It's Fairface DLace, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. Now I'm hearing my shorty Lil Tay just created a OnlyFans. First of all, I didn't even, her being 18 already is crazy. I thought Lil Tay, I thought she was like 15, 16, because after she did that stream with Rakai, I just assumed they was like the same age. But then again, Rakai might be older than, I be thinking everybody 15, 16. I'm not knowing this girl about to turn, or is 18 now, but she made a tweet basically saying her OnlyFans goes live at 18. Soon she turns 18, which was the next day, her OnlyFans was gonna go live, and apparently she has made $1 million already.
Lil Tay has always been a mystery online. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2016 to 2018,
alright, bro, y'all some weirdos. I ain't gonna lie. To make her, bro, y'all, we gonna get into it, but y'all some weirdos. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Lil Tay, who went viral after she,
not y'all, not my LaCe gang, not y'all, we saw it, we ain't, but everybody else out there that subscribe to that, bro, y'all are weirdos, gang.
Flexing cars, money, and designer items.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke haters. This be my
bag talk.
Bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. This costs more to your rent. This costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet. Everything here would be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Now, eventually it would leak that someone was essentially coaching her behind the scenes to say and do these outlandish things.
Bro, wait. Go back and say like, no, you broke ass bitch.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. Redo. You're gonna be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here.
You still irrelevant, like I said last time. What do I say?
That is,
dang, they got tapes like that?
And the girl more or less disappeared after her mother, father, and brother started catching a lot of flack from people saying this was a form of abuse. Personally, I think that her brother was the one behind the persona, but it's kind of a moot point at this time. Then 2 years ago in 2023, she would return once again with another attempt to garner clout, where she and her brother literally faked their own deaths to try and create some buzz around the Lil Tay brand.
The teen rapper, whose real name is Claire Hope and who rose to fame online in 2018, has passed away.
Once this was outed as a hoax where they said they got hacked apparently, she would then return to her flexing, shit-talking ways.
5 years and y'all still broke. The GOAT is back. 5 years, and I'm still the youngest one out. Yo hating ass bitches were hating on me when I was 9 years old, talking all this shit when you don't fucking know me, so stop fucking talking. You did not come up. You had 5 years to come up, and you didn't.
She also spent time saying how her dad was a horrible person, that he was allegedly posting man-looking-for-woman ads on Craigslist, feeding her a diabolical diet, making her wear undersized clothing, and that basically both he and his girlfriend needed to be investigated by CPS due to her horrible living conditions. And I guess that was her explanation as to where she had been. Other than that, she was still chasing clout, dropping bullshit music, and with these latest antics, it really just shows
hey, some of the songs is decent though. Some of the songs are decent, young Katy Perry vibes, that's all the songs y'all. Come on, man.
Society. Though these tweets have been deleted because they were against Twitter's TOS, I did screen grab them because I knew they were going to be important in the future. And so this entire situation kind of came across my radar when I saw this tweet. If this post gets 10k likes, I'll seriously consider making the OF. And I'm sure a lot of you in your head right now were thinking, well, how old is Lil Tay? It seemed like just a couple years ago she was
exactly.
Well, as it turns out, time does fly, and this was actually posted 6 days before her 18th birthday. It seems like she's essentially been planning on having a very similar rollout as the Catch Me Outside Bad Barbie girl, who was also teasing a pay-for-play link on the days leading up to when she would be legal age to do that.
You recently started an OnlyFans account, correct? Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
This was also her bio this time, where she says, should I drop the link on my 18th birthday, June 29th? Then she got even bolder with her messaging, sharing a photo that I'm going to have to censor of Sabrina Carpenter posing nude on a Rolling Stone magazine. And she's once again asking, should I remake the—
Whoa. That's a thing? I might have to tap into that after this video. I got lie. And I'm talking about Sabrina, y'all. Sabrina, not Lil Tay. I'm about Sabrina. I ain't know about that. Hold on.
And so she would pretty much continue with her ad campaign.
So it's my 18th birthday on July 29th, and every male has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
I mean, I won't lie to you guys. Anyone who was
Creepy.
counting down to this, like they had a little timer set on their phone,
Creepy.
to be investigated by the
Weirdo.
FBI. She would then run a poll asking the same question, and 2/3 of the people said, don't drop that link, don't ruin the rest of your life. Because honestly, once you go down that path, people are just going to look at you in a certain way. It's going to be very hard to get respect in other realms of your life. Just ask someone like Mia Khalifa, who spent, I believe, only a couple of months in the corn industry, and she's noted multiple times how it completely destroyed her from a mental standpoint, and also really limited her future career opportunities. And then she's just saying shit.
Oh, this magazine cover
I'm
ain't
mature enough
nothing.
to get death threats at 9, but not mature enough to launch a no-F at 18. And this whole behavior would actually get her account suspended for around a week. But on Elon's Twitter, nothing is really forever, so she would follow this up by saying, I'm 18 now, where are all the pay pigs? And to me, it's just so ironic, because for years she was out here calling everyone broke, saying that they needed to get like her and get their bag up, and then the very second that she turns 18, the very second that she's eligible to do this shit, she's taking that dirty money, baby.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's incredibly immoral, but it's like, bro, she saw, you say it's the bad baby method.
With hotels and vacation rentals.
She saw that she can make $1 million in 6 hours. And who knows, bro, bad baby probably wasn't even posting nothing on there for real. It's probably just nothing. I don't want to say nothing, but she probably wasn't nude on there. You know, people just start, they taking advantage of thirsty grown men thirsting over little girls.
You already know what the going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m.
The youngest link of the
Nobody,
century is
including
crazy.
Family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch.
And I just have the feeling that no one in her life is actually trying to stop her from doing this. But I would say that most sensible people would not suggest making this type of life-altering decision the very second that you can. Especially where she has other, like, modern-day avenues such as streaming where she can still make money. And I actually have the feeling that her loser brother is still...
It's probably harder to do.
Fiasco. Just look at what he said. This was apparently during one of her Instagram
I ain't
live
gonna lie. I've been doing reactions for how long? Y'all don't like to like, comment, do nothing. If I could up meat and make a meal in 6 hours... I probably would. I probably would. But also, I'm not 18. So it's like, it would be less weird for somebody to be waiting for me to do it rather than Lil Tay, who's 17, a little girl. And y'all sitting up here counting down, got y'all calendars marked, got an alarm set for when her birthday is so y'all can wake up and subscribe to the OF. You know, that's a little different. But I wouldn't want my daughter doing it. But at the same time, I understand it, bro. That's a quick meal. Like, in my life, I can say stuff like, that's a quick $10, quick $50, quick $100. A quick 200 is a good day. You know what I'm saying? A quick 200, 6 hours, you make 500, quick 500, I guess. Bro, she's making a quick meal in 6 hours. Come on now.
And keep in mind, guys, this shit is just all for
That's
promo.
hard to turn
Why are you
down.
on live and telling people you're gonna drop a fucking link?
So I'm just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018 by not.
Bro, what in the?
She really said everyone who's been waiting since 2018, which was, if I'm doing the math correctly, 7 years ago. You know, when she was 11 years old. I don't know. I just
It's
can't
probably
lose
true,
a little
though.
bit more faith in humanity as the days go by.
By not.
Bro, what in the Americanized capitalistic shit is this?
Capital? What? Everything is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that no agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30, 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, that's some capping ass bullshit. No one offered her $40 million to drop a link. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if her sick fuck of a brother wasn't the one recording the content.
That's a flex? That's a flex. It's not.
I think 30
Getting good
M's is
grades,
flex.
contributing something to society?
I get good grades from
Yo,
school.
yo,
I mean,
yo.
Are you dead ass?
Bro, get the
Are we dead ass? The link is dropping whether you want it or not.
Get off of live.
She then would go on to say, I did it, link in bio, all content shot at 12:01 on my 18th birthday. And then she posts this picture where she's wearing this shirt that says, Corn Star in Training. I mean, I guess I just don't really see why some people, like, get off on this type of thing. Like, they want to see the girl's birth certificate to make sure they can go into her the second she turns 18. They want the fucking hospital records. And I'm telling you guys, this shit is just so PDF coded, where she says, freshly 18, please don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusive shots at 12.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Lil Tay knows what she's doing. I've seen her on stream. I've seen her enough to know that she knows what she's doing. She's a very intelligent little girl. I ain't gonna lie. She is. She knows what she be doing. Please don't tell my mom. Like, she's preying on the predators. She know that's gonna get they beats jumping. Oh my god. Oh, gooners. She know it. And she know they gonna click that link. She trying to make that bread, bro. It's hard to feel any type of way towards her, really. Cause I mean, she just taking advantage of thirsty man, bro.
For one, only available for
24 and it's
hours.
safe because not like thirsty, not like they just gonna be grabbing her or like in person to see her. This is just a link they gonna click and go and pay her.
Hours. And it's just one of those things where I don't care if it's technically legal. This is
disgusting,
just a disgusting thing for not only her to do, but obviously for everyone who goes and subscribes to this or looks forward to this type of thing. To me, it's like you were just so unbelievably down bad, and you need to end up on some sort of list because you're just playing on such a slippery slope. But apparently, guys, I'm the crazy one, because she says she made $1 million in 3 fucking hours. $1 million, Lil Tay just broke the fuck out of OF. And it's just so funny to me that this has now become something to, like, be proud of. There's, like, a sense of accomplishment. And in the modern day, there's also this
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Come on, gang. She's made $1 million. $1 million in 3 hours, bro. Come on, gang. Come on, bro. On her 18th, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. She probably figured, what is the best gift she can give herself for her 18th birthday? It is disgusting. It's sick that people would do this. But it's like, in Lil Tay's point of view, if I'm Lil Tay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm dropping the link. I'm dropping it.
Oh, if it's making money, it's okay. Look, she made $1 million.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm dropping
While
it.
everyone else is slaving away, they can't even pay their bills. They don't even have a place to live. They can barely afford the groceries.
Because who says anything crazy is on the link?
She finally shares all the money she made in apparently 3 hours. And she shares these alleged numbers where she got around $500,000 from personal messages, $26,000 in tips, and $500,000 in subscriptions, totaling to over $1 million in the first 3 hours. So yeah, it's essentially just the same thing that we saw with Bad Baby a couple years back. I do think that she was even more successful in her 18th birthday OF venture, and while I'm sure some of you will disagree with me, I don't know, something about this just feels like slimy as fuck to me. It feels disgusting. And it's just crazy to see the now effects of someone who was exploited in their early childhood and taught all these bad lessons about life and money and flexing on people and looking down on others, has now chose to in turn exploit herself the very first chance that she gets. I also don't think that social platforms should be okay with hosting this type of message, especially if someone's trying to do this thing when they're still like 17 years old. I don't get why you would allow them to promote themselves in that way on your platform, because a lot of these tweets, they aren't going viral because people are actually sharing them. They're going viral because the new Twitter algorithm literally just chooses to put them on people's profile. All of these have like millions upon millions of impressions. I don't know, I just hope that none of y'all out there are subscribing to this type of shit. I mean, to me, it's like one of those things, like you never have a second thought as you're entering.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You hoping people not out there doing it, but the sad truth is somebody watching this video they did it. Somebody did it. Somebody's gonna do it now that they know. That's just what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not against Twitter letting her promote that at all, bro. I actually kind of like Twitter because it's a little more free. I don't like people take that freedom to crazy lengths though and say crazy stuff. You feel me? I don't like, obviously people get too crazy on that, but it's like, bro, we have free speech, bro. We should be able to say and do as we please as long as it's within the law. You feel me? I don't like people censoring apps. I hate that, honestly. I hate being on YouTube and I can't curse. I can't curse. I'm a grown man. Can't curse or else you're going to take away my, like, it's just, a lot of this censorship is just so stupid and it's meant to control people. I don't like it. I like the fact that Twitter don't really censor stuff like that. Like I said, people get off and say some crazy stuff on there. But I like that at least people stand on Twitter. On other apps, you got to kind of fake who you are, tone down who you are. You got to try to be a certain way. No, Twitter, people be showing their true colors, and I'd rather that. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. But Lil Tay situation is crazy, bro. Like I said, if y'all like subscribing to Lil Tay OnlyFans gang, you're a Hall of Fame gooner and a Hall of Fame predator. You need to be locked up. I ain't gonna lie. You need to be locked up and evaluated, man. And as far as Lil Tay, who knows, bro? She probably didn't even post nothing crazy on that, bro. On OnlyFans, you don't gotta. All people gotta do is subscribe, then they see what they get. You feel me? It's not like she just gotta be on there posting just overly explicit stuff. Like she could have just posted this and ran off with a meal. You feel me? You just never know.
I'm a fault with.
Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run, pull me back, get back, 911. Somebody son did die, we need police on dispatch. You be with me, they why is you mad? Come and get your bag, everything's on, I be